Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and well, we got a new dealership on the channel. We are at Genesis of Freehold in Freehold, New Jersey to take our first look at a brand new Genesis vehicle. This is the newly designed, refreshed 2025 Genesis G80, and we have the top trim, the Sport Prestige trim with all-wheel drive, with rear wheel steering, with a twin turbo V6, 8-speed automatic, black leather, red accents, looks gorgeous. So we're going to check out this G80, and you can let me know if you're in the market for this premium brand, mid-size sedan. Is this the one you would buy? So let's dig in. Front end of this G80 in uni white. We got a full spread of LED lighting up front, the opened up Genesis grille right in the middle, gloss black up top, Genesis wings on the hood, functionality in the grille, top and bottom functional side air curtains as well. Now as we come around to our wheel and tire setup, we got a 20-inch graphite machined aluminum alloy wheel, Genesis wings on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Pirelli P0 all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 40 series sidewall 20s up front. Out back, we're going to go 275 on the width, a 35 series sidewall 20s, all-wheel drive. As we move on out, the uni white, we got the smoke chrome look around the windows, which I think is a good deal. It blends right in with the wheels rather than having the chrome bling. I like the understated look. And we do have some black trim down below on the door sills. Now as we come on in, our turn signals are going to be right here on the front fender. And then we have color matched side view mirror cap with 360-degree view cameras. And then we're going to have color matched door handles with a bit of that smoked chrome there on the top of the door handle, left side fuel filler cap up top, blacked out roof, shark fin antenna, and a panoramic roof. Now the rear end of the G80, of course, this has had a design refresh, 425, and we do have the deck lid kicking up, looking good, full spread of LED lighting on the back, Genesis right in the middle, G80 on the left, all-wheel drive, 3.5 turbo there on the right, and then we have some gloss black down around the chrome tip dual exhaust. We're under the hood of this 25 G80, and we have a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 16 in the city, 24 on the highway, 19 combined, and you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, before we get to that, where does the G80 compete in the market? Well, it's competing against the BMW 540i, the Mercedes-Benz E450, and the Audi A6, as well as the Cadillac CT5 V Series. So that's the market segment this is in. So base price is 77 grand. We have a first aid kit and some wheel locks as options, and that's it. Everything else I'm going to show you is standard equipment in the Sport Prestige all-wheel drive trim. We add in destination and delivery of $1,250 from the Genesis Ulsan, Korea assembly plant. And we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $79,060. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move on in, and we're going to go with some soft touch material across the top, brushed aluminum on the door handle. We got 2 memory seat settings right here. Then we have the leather insert, very soft on the armrest. We're going to have silver trim on the switch gear. Of course, we are going to have power fold mirrors in and out. The upgraded Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. Nice large door pocket too. Down into our foot box, we have a nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator, aluminum finish. Floor mats are in the trunk at this time. We do have a very nice Genesis aluminum door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. And then we got full power for the driver and the front passenger, as you would expect in a luxury sedan, with lumbar, and we do have our thigh support in and out. That'll help relax your legs on a long trip. And then of course right here, massage action, and we'll show you that a little bit later. Now, Napa leather, black with red piping, red cross stitch, red seat belts, quilted design on the insert, super soft headrest, great luscious feel to the leather too. Really nice feel, very soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, except there's no memory seat settings. Moving on up to the dash, we're going to have the leather with the stitching, leather red, excuse me, up on the dash with the stitching. The red ambient lighting you can see shining in there, more of the leatherette, and then down below a nice large glove box. The infotainment system in here, we have the 27-inch OLED system from Genesis, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, but we do have pinch to zoom capability, really nice, no problem at all there. Looks good. We can go to our home button right up here where we have our widgets, where we're going to have our map, destination. We can project our phone. We can set up our driver profiles. 3D setup. I'm not going to go into that. We don't have all day in here. Voice memos. There's your Sirius XM right there. Make sure our volume is down, where you can have your Sirius XM right up here with your presets as well. And you also have HD, FM, and AM. So that's a good deal. We can come down, we can bring down our Dropbox right here, which lets us get our subscription status to our Sirius XM, direct tune, that sort of thing. We can turn that back off again. We can go back to home, and then we come back here. There's our Sirius XM with Bluetooth our phone. Climate system right here. There's our dual climate. So they got you all set up, and you can adjust it from here, or you can adjust it down below. So I do like the redundancies in place for doing that. And then again, as we come back across, we have our seat functions right here. Hit our seat. There you go. There's your passenger seat. There's the driver's seat. You have your smart setup. You have your ergo motion seat right here. Smart posture assist, comfortable stretch. And then we have our ergo motion right here. We got our pelvis. Whoops. Turn that back on again. We have our pelvis, waist, whole body, or off as far as our massage settings go. So really, really good there. Back to home. And then as we come back across here, we have quiet mode. Hook up the vehicle with your smartphone and all that jazz. But it's a really, really nice and simple and easy system to use. We can go to our setup right here. We can go to our vehicle settings. And then we can get our head-up display set up, cluster, climate, our lights. We get our ambient lighting right here. We can go ahead and pick an existing color mood right here with the white outside. I'm thinking maybe I'll go with garnet red on our ambient lighting, or you can set up a custom color, spin the wheel, so they have you all set there. So a really, really good system. We hit reverse. We have a nice large backup camera with trajectory, super clear 360-degree view. You can set up different views right here. You can spin your Genesis around. Look at that, right in the parking lot, right where all the other cars are. See that? Same surroundings. And then we hit park, and we are good to go back to the beginning. We can hit map, and here we are, looking good. Now, as we move down, heat and air vents, four-way hazards. Here's the hard controls for the infotainment system with a volume and tuning knob, push button start, dual climate, so they got you set there, 3-stage ventilated seats, 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and your heated steering wheel, 2 stages right in the middle, so they got you covered there. Now, as we move on down, we have the dial to go through the infotainment system. If you don't want to use the touch screen, here is the dial to go through this 8-speed automatic with auto vehicle hold. And then we have 2 cup holders, and then we have our Genesis key fob. Right here on this side, you have your remote start, and then your parking in and out of a spot while you're outside the car. And then on the other side of the key fob, as you can see from right to left, you have lock, unlock, pop the trunk, and your panic button. So they're all set right there. And if you don't want that showing, you can just close that up and give it a nice clean look. Down further, engine auto stop start on off drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. Parking cameras, parking sensors, wireless charging pad, and then we open up our super soft armrest, and we have a nice area for storage with a 12-volt and 2 USB-Cs. Genesis steering wheel, leather wrap wheel with the red cross stitch, nice 10 and 2 notches. The Genesis wings on the horn button with the red cross stitch looking good. Flat bottom wheel gives it a more sporty look, but also helps you get in and out of the vehicle easy. We have brushed aluminum, but we're going to go with gloss black on the switchgear. Now on the left, you're going to have your safety suite controls, adaptive cruise, and this controller here to adjust our digital dash. On the right, you're going to have your telephone voice commands, favorites, volume, that sort of thing. We do have paddles to go up and down this 8-speed automatic manually. On the left side, headlights and high beams. Right here, this is your drowsy driver detection camera. And then here on the right is our windshield wipers. Down on the left, brighten dim the dash, traction control off. Pop the trunk, electric parking brake with an electric tilting and telescoping wheel with easy exit. So when you have your seat set with your memory seat setting and you stop the car, turn it off and open the door, this wheel will move up and the seat will move all the way back to let you out of the vehicle easier. So I do like that. So now we can go into our fully digital dash and let's check out those drive modes I talked about earlier. So here we go. We have Sport, Sport Plus, a Custom, and Comfort. And of course, we're going Sport Plus on our drive today. And then you have other information you could go through in the center. You can change the look of the actual dash, which I like. And then you can also go through additional information that's in the center as far as your trip information goes. You just have to get used to the hover button for that, or we can go back here to beginning. When you turn, since we have the 360-degree view cameras, you get your blind spot cameras coming on when you are turning to make sure nobody's there, a great safety feature. Overhead console, it's huge. Here's the SOS button in case you have an emergency on the road. There's our button right here to, again, hook up the vehicle with your smartphone. If you want your LED dome lighting to come on off, you open and close the door, this button right here, pushed in with the orange light on. You leave it that way, so when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. There are the spot for your shades, and then we have a one-touch back with our shade. One touch, back it goes. Look how nice that looks. And then boom, touch in, hold in a sec, glass goes back, wind buffer comes up, and then you hit it a second time, push it towards the front of the car, and it will close the glass up. And then boom, back comes the shade. Alcantara type material up here, not officially Alcantara because that's a brand name, but the same kind of stuff. As we come on in, we have a frameless rear view mirror, auto dim, home link underneath, and then we have our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back of the G80, but first the rear door panel. Here we go, soft touch up top, security shades, the decorative trim right here into your brushed aluminum door handle, B&O speaker, super soft armrest. So I do like the consistency design front to back. Seat set for my driving position, so let's hop on in. You need to twist a little bit to get in, and if you're over 6 foot tall, you might have to duck a little bit. But I'm 5'11". I have plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees back here. Then we're going to go leather, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. The chauffeur controls right here. Rear console, 2 heat and air vents. We have climate control back here as well. And then we look at the back seats. Same quilted design, black Napa leather with the red piping, red cross stitch, red seat belts. Looks good. Then we come into our center armrest right here. And we open this up. We have 2 cup holders. And then we have our 3-stage heated seats for both rear passengers. So that's a nice touch. And then our security shade for the back window. So if I turn the camera around, you can hit that. The security shade comes up, gives us a little bit of privacy. Or we can turn that back down. And then we also have a pass-through to the trunk in case we need to reach back there and grab something. We're all set. And then underneath here, of course, you can open that up and you have an area to lie your phone, felt, with 2 USB-Cs. So overall, it is really comfortable in the back of this G80. Getting in the trunk of the G80, you can pop it from the key fob. You can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option as well, or you can come to the back and right above your backup camera, it's hidden into the black trim right here. Just push the button. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. 13.1 cubic feet of space in the back of a G80 trunk. Then we have our carpeted floor mats right here. We got some wheel locks as well. Let me get this out of the way. We got our Genesis first aid kit. And then we can lift this up, and we do have a spare. So thank you, Genesis, for the spare. However, the rear seats do not come down. So if you have longer items, you'll need to use the pass-through. G80 window sticker. Here we go, 25 G80. Standard features, left and center. Options. MSRP. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Made by Genesis in Korea. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're in this 25 G80, newly redesigned inside and out, new tech with the infotainment system. Great visibility out of all the glass, huge side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that jazz in this G80 for safety. And really good power out of this twin turbo V6, as you would expect. The 8-speed automatic shifting very smoothly. And right now, as you can see, we are in Sport Plus. The head-up display looking great in front of me, telling me my speed limit as well as my the speed limit on the road. Also, if you're using the navigation system that's built into the car system, then your turn-by-turn navigation will show up on your head-up display, and Cars in My Blind Spot will show up on the head-up display as well. So really well done there. And these seats are really comfortable. My goodness gracious. They are soft. The bolstering is nice and light. It's not too crazy, because at the end of the day, the G80 is a luxury sedan, not a performance sedan. If we were going to make a distinction, it's really all about the luxury, just like the G90 is all about the luxury. But when you want to get up and boogie, this vehicle gets up and boogies down the road, no problem at all. Quiet in here. Get a little bit of wind noise, little bit of road noise, great sound deadening in here. The car really feels substantial on the road. It really feels like it's got a nice, tight build to it. We have electronically controlled suspension with the all-wheel drive and rear wheel steering to make sure you maintain grip, traction, and also you can throw this into the twisty bits and not have a problem at all. And also, we don't have an official number on the turning radius yet, but with the rear wheel steering, this thing will just whip around in about 18.5 feet if I had to eyeball it. And down the road you go. Brakes. Look at that. They just throw out the anchors in a big way with these huge ventilated rotors. Now, of course, we're going to shift with the paddles. Paddles are on the wheel. We'll see how it goes. Nobody's behind me. And they just crack off in a big way on the way down. No problem. Man, this feels good. This car feels really good. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say 80 grand for a G80, and it's like, you know, there's the deal, baby. This is competing with the BMW M40i, the Mercedes E-Class 450, E450, Audi A6, Cadillac CT5 V Series, some really high-end, high-quality vehicles, and they have killed it with the interior of this G80. I haven't been in a G80 for a long time. The G80 has been one of my favorite sports sedans since it came out way back in 2008 as the Hyundai Genesis, and then it switched over to the G80 and Genesis mark in 2017. And it's just a great car to drive. It rides well, it handles well, and now with this newly updated tech and gorgeous interior, which is nicer than the Cadillac CT5 we were just in a couple of weeks ago, they have really done a great job. But you know what? It is expensive, but when you're in the premium brand, mid-sized luxury sedan market, this is the kind of action you're going to get, but you're going to have to pay for it. So you let me know, if you are in this market, do you go BMW, Mercedes, Audi, or Caddy, or do you come on over to Genesis with this G80? This is the top sport prestige all-wheel drive trim in uni white. Or if you want to save money, you can go down to the 2.5 Turbo 4 and save yourself a lot of money in a G80. So you got some bandwidth in here to do some things to save some money. But if you want to go for your lungs, here's the top trim for you. But I want to thank Genesis of Freehold for allowing the channel access to this absolutely gorgeous 2025 Genesis G80 Sport Prestige in Uni White for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.